What's up, Lunker League? So today, I had about 4 hours in the afternoon before sundown to get out and do some fishing. It's overcast. Around this time, it was about 62 degrees. Probably coming off of a kind of a cold front. It's been colder. So today was a little bit warmer than, say, the past 3, maybe even 4 days. With the overcast, it's looking real good. So let's go. Just for the record, let's take a look here. Let's go to Bass Forecast. It's 154. So right now, I've missed most of the golden window, but we're still gonna go ahead and give it a shot. All right, so far no bites. Okay, I'm gonna try one fairly quick retrieve just to see what's going on, just to defy all odds. I figured a chatterbait because it had a nice tight wobble. These fish may be really hunkered down. Oops. All right, folks, so I just took a look at my app here. My forecast is super poor, but I'm gonna get it going. It should pick up in a little bit here, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna go with the spinner bait, just looking at the water here, and give that a shot, and then I'll move to something else. So let's go. Got the white and chartreuse on. I've had it tied on, and I do that when the water is cloudy or it's overcast. We actually have both right now. Jeez. Oh yeah, look at that right there. First cast. And look at this little fighter. So, all right. So, first fish of the day is a striper. And I figured there'd be some stripers right here. Excellent. Let's get them back in the water. So even off a bad cast, if I let it get low enough down there and then drag it along the bottom, I should end up with something pretty good. Because he came right out of nowhere and just hammered it. That was cool. 1,000. So what I'm doing now, counted it down a little, slowly reeling just across here. All right, let's do this. No, I hope I hit some water. I mean, some rocks probably. There's a lot of rock right here. All right, there we go. Nice. Ooh, these fish are active. And this is a nice one here. Nice one. Oh, and look how my bait just fell out pretty fish. Let's take a look. Beautiful fish. Nice. Let's get a good release on this one. Let's release him over here so I don't disturb what I got going on over there. And he's out. What's up, folks? So I hope you enjoyed those catches. There I went actually multi-species. Ended up with a striper on my very first cast. But like I was saying before in my other video, I'm looking to give a little bit more information. So the air temperature was about 62 degrees. Like I was saying, it was overcast, and it had been overcast the whole day. So that had remained consistent, which would make me theorize and always put in your input on this, because we're trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out. I feel like the fish would have felt a little bit freer all day. Of course, there was some wind, and I need to get better on recording the direction of the wind. I knew there was some wind. I didn't look at something to go ahead and give me the direction of the wind and really pay attention really well. That wind was blowing into the cove right there where I was fishing by the boat dock. I'm not sure if that was pulling in bait fish or not, because I've been out there a few times, not a lot though. I'd say probably 5 or less times have I fished O'Neill Forebay since I've been in Los Banos. So not much experience, but I haven't seen anybody catch them on a spinnerbait. There I went with just conditions. I looked at the conditions, I looked at what was going on. It was cloudy overhead, which is where you need at least cloudy or choppiness or something to help that spinnerbait out while it's thumping along. So we had the wind pushing in, which was good. It was overcast, so I felt like double the opportunity for the spinnerbait. So I just went ahead and threw that based on looking at the conditions and not fishing history. And I was successful first cast with the striper, and then later on with the bass. So I was really happy about that. That was surprising. Really haven't had moving baits out there. I've seen shaky head work out there great, if not just for me, but for also a few friends of mine when I've been out there, and also the drop shot to be effective, as well as like a weightless Cinco or something if you're in the right area, or casting to the right area, in the area I was at around that boat dock in that cove. So didn't get much time out there. So by the time I actually got out there, it was just about, it was 3:30, I would say. And so got out there, had to set up my equipment, tie up, you know, so that's where I tied up the drop shot. I tied up a shaky head. I had a jig already tied on to straight braid, and then I already had the spinnerbait tied on. So that's why I went ahead and threw that spinnerbait once I actually saw those conditions the way that they looked. I ended up trying to throw the jig. So much rock down there, I know now I'm probably going to go with a heavy leader, 20-pound fluorocarbon next time, because I got in between some rocks, tried to pull it through, and I just got snapped off just that quick. Threw my shaky head out there. I lost that pretty quick too. That was probably second cast on the shaky head and first cast on the jig. So those were done, out of there. Threw around a drop shot though, and maybe I just didn't have on the right worm or something, but really wasn't getting much. Threw it around those posts in there, and didn't get any action. So that's when I went ahead and wrapped up. So very surprising. The app I was using, let me get that. All right, the app I was using is Bass Forecast, and it's supposed to compile a whole lot of data so that it can come up with this estimation of the best times to fish in your area. I'm not sponsored by them in any means at all. I just saw this on another YouTube video and thought I would check it out in terms of giving you guys more information. So what it does is it says the major time, and that was for today, was between 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. The minor time is 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. By that time for me it was already dark. Once 5 started rolling around, it got dark and I had to get out of there. So I got about a good hour and 15 minutes out there. That was pretty productive. But this is just something I was trying to see if I could give a little bit more information. You should try it too. Not like it's an extra recommendation. It's going to be great now because I just loaded it up. I haven't really taken that big of a look at it. But it gives you the high, the low, the current temperature, and whether you're in that swing for a good bite or not. So it was interesting because, right, it said pour, but then first cast, I get a fish. Not too long right after that, I got another fish, but then, yeah, it did, of course, die right after that. I tried a few other places and it was no good. So if you've been here this long, I definitely appreciate you for tuning in.